This is one of sport's great proving grounds, a gateway to glory.
Brilliant!
29 tournaments spanning 19 countries. Along the way, a chance to expand horizons and sample life on tour.
How beautiful is that? Magic, eh?
Finish the season in the top 20 on the road to Mallorca rankings and secure a golden ticket to the DP World Tour. This is the Challenge Tour. This week we pay our first visit of the season to Italy. Monte Argentario is the destination, a peninsula in Tuscany, 150 kilometers south of Florence, for event 24 of 29, the Italian Challenge Open. It's an event that dates back to 2007 and has seen several notable players make their mark. It includes a trio of Italian winners. In the 2009 staging of the event, 2023 Ryder Cup vice-captain Edoardo Molinari claimed his third title of that Challenge Tour season in style, helping him on his way to topping the rankings. 6 years later, Matteo Del Podio claimed his sole Challenge Tour title on home soil. He credited Edoardo Molinari in helping with his career after he joined Torino Golf Club alongside the Molinari brothers as a 16-year-old. Completing the hat-trick of Italian winners of the event is the most recent champion, Matteo Manassero. An emotional victory 12 months ago with his wife on the bag saw Manassero secure his card for this season on the DP World Tour, where he currently sits 5th on the race to Dubai. Well, this week there's a new venue for the championship. Argentario Golf Club is one of the most spectacular courses in Italy, and next year will welcome back Manassero as it will stage the 2025 Italian Open on the DP World Tour. The Par 71 course plays just under 7,000 yards, and the strategic layout requires the players to weave in and out of Mediterranean vegetation and ancient olive groves. There will be a strong contingent of Italian players hoping to follow in the footsteps of the previous homegrown champions, one of which is 24-year-old Gregorio De Leo, currently 35th in the road to Mallorca standings.
I want to win a tournament. That's the only part that is missing during this season. The last 3 events I tried to win and it didn't came, but played really solid right now, so that's the biggest thing that I want now.
2 top 5 finishers in his last 3 events had seen De Leo hit form at just the right time of the season, and he was understandably happy to be teeing it up in familiar surroundings.
It's amazing to be back home since like a lot of tournaments that we played in a row. So yeah, it's great to be here and in home soil and some like home fan, you know. So yeah, it's been great. My dad is coming, I think, on Thursday, and then on Saturday and Sunday. And I don't know some friends if they can come down, but they surely, like, if they can, they will move out here. Yeah.
Of course, no trip to Italy would be complete without a visit to an authentic local Italian restaurant. Time to unwind with friends and familiar faces before the tournament gets underway.
I'm staying with my coach and another guy, Davide Bucchi, Italian guy. I'm staying with a Dutch guy, Lars, and we spend some good time together, like trying to have some good dinners, and we try to not talk about golf during dinner so we can like clear the mind and enjoy the moment, you know. He's pretty busy with other guys on the other tours, so yeah, when he has some time, he try to come to see me, and and work together a little bit. But yeah, this week it's good to have it.
As with most pro golfers, putting the hours in on work away from the course can help with results, just as much as the time spent on the practice range.
I think it's really helpful, like, because the season is pretty long and you need like your body to be as good as they can, like, for all the season. So yeah, it's really important. I'm trying to have 2 gym sessions during the tournament weeks. One on Monday, depends on traveling with flights and all that stuff. One on Monday and one between Wednesday and Thursday.
Alongside his intended rise up the rankings, the week was also a chance to make the most of being at home.
Enjoying the time with my coach and my dad during the tournament.
And the food.
And the food, yeah, that's true. And the food, because we are back in Italy, yeah.
God, we didn't ask a question about the food.
Yeah.
Do you cook Italian?
I do.
What's your best meal that you cook, or that you might be able to show us?
Carbonara.
Carbonara.
Proper carbonara.
Proper carbonara.
With the yolk, not cream.
No, with the egg, not cream, yeah.
Thursday afternoon, and day 1 of the Italian Challenge Open. De Leo would find himself in decent company for his opening 2 rounds. Playing alongside a 2-time DP World Tour champion in Denmark's Lucas Bjerregaard and Joachim Lagergren, twice a winner on the Challenge Tour this season and currently 3rd on the road to Mallorca rankings.
On the tee, from Italy, Gregorio De Leo.
However, looking to close in on the top 20, it wasn't quite the start to the week De Leo was hoping for. 3 pars to open up with, before a drop shot at the 4th was followed up with a double bogey at the par 4 5th. 3 over through 5 holes. But then the 24-year-old hit back in style with back-to-back birdies. First, with his putter redeeming itself. Before firing in one of the shots of the day at the par 3 8th. A perfect demonstration of the roller coaster round that Gregorio was experiencing came at the 13th. His 4th shot at the par 4 left him staring down the barrel of another double bogey before making amends brilliantly and escaping with just 1 drop shot. Due to a delay in play caused by a thunderstorm, the opening day couldn't be completed, and with 2 holes to go, Gregorio would have to return early on Friday morning to finish his round. He parred the 17th before he went pin-seeking for his 3rd shot at the par 5 closing hole. It would leave him with a tap-in birdie to end his round at 4 over par. 12 shots adrift of Will Bessling's 8 under par lead, and with work to do to make the weekend. With just a 20-minute turnaround on Friday morning for De Leo, there was no time to dwell too much on his first round, as he continued his quest of moving up the leaderboard to make the cut. Teeing off at the par 4 10th, it was the perfect start for the Italian as he got back to +3 for the week. But with the cut mark projected to be 1 under, there was still plenty of ground to make up. Sadly, consecutive bogeys at his next 2 holes stopped him in his tracks, and with the putter turning cold, there was no immediate response as his birdie effort at the 13th agonisingly lipped out. He did give himself hope just before the turn as his putter finally got into gear and prompted a reaction of joy and relief. And then at the 18th, he fired in an approach to within gimme range, making the turn at 1 under for his round. But coming home, the only movement was in the wrong direction as his putter turned ice cold again. It resulted in 2 more drop shots. Meanwhile, in his quest to follow in the footsteps of Rasmus Nergård Petersen in notching a 3rd win of the season, John Parry was finishing in style. That approach to the last setting up his 4th birdie of the day to sit in 2nd place after successive rounds of bogey-free golf. For De Leo, a final tap-in for a 2nd round 72 was an improvement on the day before, but some way short of securing weekend golf.
I try to find like every week, so week by week, try to learn from mistakes and from good things. I didn't play that bad, so I know that I'm playing well right now. So it's just a matter of time and just try to be calm and manage those kind of mistakes, try to make it work and try to get it better. The plan will be to try to get as many points as I can before the road to Mallorca and try to get to top 20.
Coming up, we look at the story behind this week's venue.
We want to promote this club in all of Europe and the world.
And we'll discover who came out on top in this year's edition of the Italian Challenge Open. Welcome back to the Challenge Tour, and we're in Italy for the 16th edition of the Italian Challenge Open at the stunning Argentario Golf Club. Heading into the weekend, Englishman Sam Hudsby led the way by 2 shots from Joel Moscatel and John Parry, both of whom were looking for their 3rd win of the campaign to secure their DP World Tour card for next season. With the players jostling for position on the road to Mallorca rankings and all to play for, it's over to our commentator Josh Antman for the best of the action on moving day.
Joel Moscatel was looking to follow in the footsteps of Rasmus Nergård Petersen with automatic promotion, 2 wins already on the season, almost hold out for eagle there on the 2nd. It would be a birdie, and a 3rd round of 70 gave him a chance. Sam Hudsby led going into Saturday, but it was a mixed day for the Englishman. 5 birdies and 4 bogeys led to a 70, and he'd eventually be 3 back going into Sunday. A good move though was made by Connor Purcell on Friday with a 65. He was at it again on Saturday. This his 1st birdie of the day at the 4th. Much like Moscatel, John Parry was looking for his 3rd win of the season after victories in India and France. He started Saturday like a man on a mission. 3 birdies in a row to start his day, and that made it 4 in a row. He then birdied the 5th for an unbelievable start to his 3rd round. Oliver Lindell was another enjoying the front 9. He went out in 28. This approach on the 13th from the fin led to a birdie, and in total it was a magical day for Lindell. A 62 on Saturday saw him make a big move. After his 5 birdies from the 1st, John Parry went all quiet with 3 pars in a row, but showed some class on the 9th. This approach from Parry right over the flagstick would have looked great back in the fairway. Was firing on all cylinders on Saturday, Parry. And this putt right to left to get to 15 under par. Walking in, the Englishman didn't quite match the 28 of Lindell, but out in 29 for Parry. Connor Purcell closed out his Saturday with a birdie at the par 5. He laid up just a wedge here for Purcell. Well controlled, be a blemish-free 66, and would see him alone in second place heading into Sunday. But everyone was chasing the impressive John Parry. Much like Purcell, he laid up on the par 5 too. His round did come to a halt with a double bogey on the 13th, but he came roaring back with a birdie on the 16th and had a chance for birdie at the last. Off the right once more. No problems at all for Parry. A 65 would see him lead by 2 with 18 to play, looking for that third elusive win.
It's been quite the season so far for John Parry, a model of consistency. One wondered just how critical that final hole birdie on Saturday night might prove to be come the final shake-up. A look at the leaderboard at the close of play on day 3 saw Parry with that 2-shot advantage over Connor Purcell as he hunted down that third victory. Overnight leader Sam Hutsby was a further shot adrift alongside Lindell, with Lorenzo Gagli, the highest placed Italian, at 9 under par. Our venue has a rich history of professional tournaments and next season hosts the Italian Open on the DP World Tour. So, staging this event was a key part of its golfing journey.
Yes, Argentario Golf Club is in the PGA family. In that case, the PGA chose one golf club for each country. As Gleneagles in Scotland, Beffrey in the UK, and other golf club. Our club is in amazing place. It's in the peninsula called Argentario, and also far from Roma Fiumicino. We are very, very excited to host these events this year. We want to promote this club in all of Europe and the world. For us, it's one of the most important opportunities to create a top-level club in Argentario.
It's been quite a journey, but the venue, they believe, is now ready for the big time.
The project started for a long time. We hosted the Italian Ladies Open, the Legend Tour, this week the Challenge Tour, and next week host the Italian Open. We are very excited for this very long project. We started 10 years ago with the Italian Ladies Open, and we finish in the next year. We hope to continue in this direction because we want to offer the best place for all the members, all the clients.
Yes, a great incentive, if one were needed, for the players here to make a return next year for the Italian Open. Our leader heading into the final round at Argentario Golf Club, John Parry, was guaranteed to be there already as he currently sat second in the Road to Mallorca rankings. To see if he could close out his third title of the year, it's back to Josh.
South African Justin Waters opened the week with a 65, and he was finishing the week strongly. Sunday started in perfect fashion with a birdie at the very first hole. Win number 3 this season was within touching distance for John Parry. A few nerves were sure to be there near the surface, but any nerves would have been settled on the very first hole after that superb approach got him to 16 under par. Playing in the final group with Parry was Connor Purcell. He matched Parry's birdie at the first, and he picked up another at the par 5. Beautiful bunker shot there for his third. That got him to 15 under par for the Irishman. A good few weeks for Nicolai von Dellinghausen, a 5th at the Rosa Challenge Tour, and then a top 20 at the Amiga European Masters. This birdie at the 5th contributed to a 65 and third place on his own. The leader Parry was giving a strong front-running performance, a 2-shot lead here at the 5th, with Lindell and Purcell making a few errors on the front 9. Parry was hitting plenty of greens in Italy. Left himself an uphill birdie putt to get to 17 under par, which he would do, confident on the greens. That third win, not far away for Parry. 19-year-old Angel Ayora was continuing his fine form, winner of the Rosa Challenge Tour a few weeks ago, he finished his week in Italy in style with a 65 that included that birdie at 15. Oliver Lindell just couldn't quite match the highs of Saturday after that 62. Just one birdie and 2 bogeys for his final round up to this point, but one of the best of the day there at the par 3, eventually a 71 and 6th place on his own. No birdie from the 6th for Parry was making things interesting at the top of the leaderboard. He laid up on the par 5 15th. A 2-shot lead at this point over Justin Walters. Another green found, but for a change, Parry wouldn't make the birdie putt and would stay at 18 under par. The reason things were close was Justin Walters out in 30, but 6 pars in a row on the back 9 meant things came to a slight halt. A birdie did finally come at the 16th, which meant a 65 for the South African. But John Parry, he had 2 putts to win from here on 18. Wasn't an easy first putt, but he judged it beautifully. He could afford a smile maybe at this point. A tap in for John Parry, a 3rd win in 2024 on the Challenge Tour, and he's making his way to the DP World Tour.
So confirmation of John Parry's win, edging out Justin Walters by just the 1 shot. Lorenzo Gagli ended the week as the highest-ranking Italian in 7th, alongside, among others, Jamie Rutherford, who continued his recent fine form. But out on top, and now a DP World Tour player, thanks to that fine 3rd win of the season, a very proud John Parry.
I'm excited, obviously, and then at least with me being high up in the rankings, I can pick and choose and make more of a schedule, which in years gone by I've not been able to do that, so I'll definitely be something I'll be doing. I'm going to play Madrid next week and Dunhill, and then I'll probably need a week off, and I think I need to be at home with the wife. I think she won't be too happy with me away this long, so.
So a look now at the Road to Mallorca standings, where Parry's win sees him leapfrog Rasmus Nergaard Petersen into top spot. Joel Moscatel and Joachim Lagergren will now look to follow in their footsteps as they chase their 3rd title, and Angel Ayora climbs 4 places to 6th. Further down, Oliver Lindell moves in the right direction from 20th to 17th. Nikolai von Dellingshausen enters the top 20 for the first time this season, and Bjorn Åkesson slips 2 places to occupy that all-important 20th position with just 5 events left. So it's mission accomplished for John Parry, who completed a promotion success story, beginning with his Indian victory back in March, continuing 3 months later as he triumphed again in France, and concluded with that highly impressive Italian job. We will return next week for the Swiss Challenge as Parry's rivals continue to try and join him in promotion to the DP World Tour.